there, you've probably seen it in a lot of my videos recently. I've been ripping with these bad boys on my 100 volt M Super X. What's up guys, Chooch back with another video, and today I'm out here ripping on some terrain that I've never rode before. What's up dudes, Chooch back with another one. Today I'm out here ripping on some great mountain bike trails. It's like definitely one of my favorite wheels of all time, and I've been ripping this thing over 40 until about 30% battery left on it, so it does keep ripping. Some other wheels in the 16-inch category. Today I'm out here ripping around on the E-Goat EXN. I don't know. You probably won't have that issue if you're getting this to street ride, but when you're ripping it down the trails and some of that dirt, you know, having that insane 100 volt power of just like really ripping. Brand new one right here, ripping around on the dirt. I want to fight for the lead right here in heat one, going for it, ripping through the. So I'm in second place right here, ripping, and I'm chasing a Nikola AR. This is my hat on backwards, just like this, with no safety gear at all, ripping around, and I thought that. And it just keeps ripping, dude. It's honestly on it. I haven't even looked at the app. I've just been ripping this thing, guys. Recently put the you're ripping it hard, which is the cool thing. This wheel, if you're really ripping on it, I mean going at it hard. The new Sherman Max, and we are ripping some brand new trails, guys. And these are stopping and ripping down the highway for a minute before dark, but ripping through some jumps in there. You can't. But just look at this, man. It was just ripping. This was the fun ripping through trails. It would loosen your pedal hangers over time. Back with another video, and today we're out here ripping on some brand new terrain. Since then I haven't had a problem with them ripping or anything, but the first day I got them, I was went ripping all through the strip all night. It was so much fun. There was guys out there ripping those on it. Great trolley handle. He did Uber Eats deliveries on that thing for like 5,000 miles. And it's still ripping. Video in a day, I'm out here ripping on this bad boy. So video in a day, I'm out here ripping on my M Super X. Anyways, ripping this thing around in the bike parks, in the skateboard parks, really on snow, everything in between, dirt roads, and it's ripping fine, guys. So this wheel bike pass, really getting on that concrete and ripping it around too. The thing about the veteran shirt, he is just ripping through the woods right here, and I'm pretty damn long way on this thing, guys. Like literally ripping it as hard as you want to. You can go like, we're ripping, man. You're absolutely sending it. We're going up into this, you know, they really lock you in. And these are the ones that I've been ripping a lot on. You see on the aggressive, I've had my fun for it. So let's roll some footage of ripping this thing down the creek. I think they're sick, dude. So that's what they look like when you're ripping around on them. Good to go. I mean, really, now I'm on dirt roads ripping through the Rocky Mountains on this thing. It's just this right here going into full-on deep sand and just ripping it and just having a time out that. So I'll give y'all a quick little run around this thing and show y'all how it's ripping.
Smooth. It makes out like there's nothing there.
And dude, there's no like you're ripping that. Today I'm out here ripping on the Bigo T4. But I feel like I'm absolutely ripping it. And it was ripping around on this thing. And he was ripping, and I was like, "What's up?" So you can get trail cutting up, you know. And you know, if you could just have fun, just out ripping by yourself, you know, ripping around. And I probably would be out there riding this thing in the snow. And that CST tire that they're ripping on here, I don't need cool. This is a pretty gnarly climb right here, and it was just ripping it, man. It was ripping it, no problem. And my normal riding, like I was out there really ripping it, but it was a unique type situation where hard accelerating, hard braking, you know, and really ripping. Out here ripping on the Bigo M10-4, and this anomaly in the road or whatever it may be. But for all you guys out there that have been ripping that up, and I mean, I'm still going to be ripping the unicycle per video in a day. We're out here ripping on the more control, you know, so that's why I'm always ripping like this. But we're going to check out this There's Chooch out here ripping around on the King Song S20. And so with that, I was really giving it a lot more speed and, you know, really ripping it around these, going up to 56 right there. And whenever I'm just fully ripping it, you know, got the selfie stick in front. And honestly, this thing would go completely fine. I was just ripping through gas on this right here and just, you know, ripping around on this bad boy. And there, that's 35 psi ripping through here with no suspension, you know. Really ripping on this thing and cruising along. In motion V12 high torque, ripping it around in Silverthorne, Colorado. Just ripping around in Vegas and V12 high torque. Gonna give y'all a little urban ride where I'm really ripping around, guys. Wheel doesn't just hit this button and this thing doesn't come on and go ripping around in the Rocky Mountains, guys. And man, I like just ripping on my stuff. Like, yeah, I know how to wax a snowboard. Yeah, I know how to. Got some people out there ripping around on the jet skis out there. Now, check this out, guys. I've literally been ripping the trails, ripping snow, ripping mud. What's up, dudes? Chooch back with another one. This is the Bigo T4 footage from ripping around. This is actually like the day before you go ripping through the woods, you get rowdy, you know, to show y'all up close and do some ripping around and ride. I'm out here ripping on this bad boy in some deep snow, man, and we are just, I was like, yeah, dude, I was ripping at 40 miles an hour on video, and today I'm out here ripping on my, as if you do crash, you'll probably end up ripping your gloves. But I was up and it was just full on ripping through here as fast as you could with like 30 riders. Out here riding on some brand new trails, ripping on my old M Super Pro. Got this thing all kitted out with the good old video. And today I'm out here ripping on my, open it up 30, 40 miles an hour, just ripping it and have no problem. And today we're out here ripping on 100 volt MSX. We're doing some trail riding. If that, maybe like 20 if you're really ripping around. But protect you from your slides and protect it from actually ripping all the way through. This thing pays, but if you're riding hardcore, really ripping it, expect about 40 to 45 miles. And it's not. Chooch back with another one. Today I'm out here ripping on the Bigo T4, doing a little hauls ass. Look at it, dude. It is literally just ripping. That's 29 miles. I'm gonna be ripping on this EXN. But I'm like a 220-pound guy, like ripping it up and down hills and jumps and crap. They're like just full send ripping on the ET Max flying. And so I'm looking forward to, like, if I had like a veteran Sherman, for instance, or if I was ripping on it. But it's a fast downhill section, I'm telling you. Like, the mountain bikers are ripping through here for sure. We're ripping through the streets and what's up, dudes? Chooch back with another video, and today I'm out here ripping on the 100 volt M Super X with the Clark pads on it. Now we are really ripping it, and there is not working. Chance was really ripping it hard and blew out the rebound on it, and so the gentle ones, man. I've been ripping these a lot. 4 years, throw down miles on it, and just keep ripping it. And so cranking on it like this, really hard, ripping it. Yes, like trail riding, they're like ripping hard trails, man. Cruising around just easy. If you're ripping it hard, which is the cool thing, this wheel 45 to 50 if you're just ripping it, like absolutely giving it all it's got. Expect like 45 to 50. And I'm good to go, and I can just keep ripping, and it's, I guarantee you, man, riding it all out as hard as I wanted to, man, ripping it, I could get 22 miles before I got speed limit. I've had a blast on it, ripping it on trails. Have a bad crash and just end up ripping your foot apart. Anyways, dudes, that's some mountain ripping on the M Super Pro. Hope that's relatively what me riding it, and then the demo riders ripping around on it. You know, it's a snag line up across the neighborhood trail, and you come ripping through on your King Song. Or wheels performing great. Older wheel performing great right here. Absolutely ripping, got all I got right there. Bobbing on that thing hard coming into the woods. Now I'm ripping through in the trail, and then that's whenever I can get the cool footage of really ripping it for about just ripping around in Vegas. And so I'm all ripping around on them in like a factory. Big cities like Los Angeles and all that stuff. If you're just ripping around on the road, you still want to have a bit ripping around, riding pretty hard. And so they have their place, guys, and like a little thing like this one for just ripping around the house, to do chores around the house, and it's just still ripping, man. It's still ripping. Check this out, guys. I've literally been ripping the trails, ripping snow, ripping mud.